All right, guys, back again. You know, this channel is pretty much Topps Heritage Baseball, although today I'm going to share with you a little something we received in the mail. My wife received her dad's baseball cards. It was found in another estate, and her cousin and her dad kind of had a collection going, and when her cousin passed, another cousin reached out and said, "Hey, we found these. Would you like to have these back?" And she's like, "Sure." So we received everything you're going to see in this video in the mail. And I know some of you are going to sit here and say, "Oh, this is fabricated," but I don't fabricate anything on this channel. So there's just no purpose in it. I'm not in it for the views or the monetization and all that jazz. So anyways, we'll start with the Rolling Stones issue with Jim McMahon right here. I'm assuming this is from like 85, 86. So it says 1986 on the top. So that just a little something. This binder is going to have to be pulled apart. The pages are old, very, very old. And it's going to be hard to show this on camera at the angle that I have it. But I'm not real sure of the years on these. I know that these are probably like 65s or something like that. I know in Heritage they're 2013, but this is not a set I've ever worked on. The only vintage set I own that's complete today is a 55 Topps, as you guys have seen that have been following this channel. But we'll kind of flip through them. There's just different pages of cards, and maybe it's just gonna be easier if I just hold the camera like this and then just kind of flip them. We'll try to do this with the arms and see if we can pull this off without shaking the camera too much. But just some common cards. There's nothing in here really stellar. So these are going to be 64s over here. These over here, I guess, and these are like 65s. I do know some of the 50 sets, but I just, the 60 sets is just not something I ever really collected. You can see some of the cards have got some creases on them. There's going to be some condition issues on these cards, but you know, they're kind of neat. My wife asked me what we were going to do with them. I was like, I really don't know. I don't even know if I want to separate them. Or, you know, it's not like I'm putting on any of these sets. So this is probably going to be a back burner thing that we'll just leave in place, and then we'll just kind of come back through and see what we want to do with them at a later time. Definitely not selling them. So please don't inquire on those. So as you can see, the sets are getting newer. So we got, what, 68s? No. These are, what, 67s, I believe? These are 67s, because 68's the wood grain border. Now, I did flip through this with her when we first got them. It's kind of a nice little time capsule to see what was in here. We were hoping for some manals and things like that. There are some cards coming up in the pile that I have off to my left here that are kind of interesting. But no, we did not find a 52 Topps manal rookie. So don't get too excited. You're going to see this amazing pull. So here comes the 68s. I need to go through these and see if there's any high numbers in there. Same thing with these other sets. I need to go through and see if there's high numbers in those as well. I did start a 68 set. I ended up giving up on it. It was just getting too expensive at the time when COVID came. So I was like, nope, we're not going to move forward. So most of these Tigers cards I have, but they're all autographed by the players when I met them in person. So kind of nice to have some of those back again. I know this one's signed. Kind of looking around the camera here to see what's all in this as I'm going through it. It's been a few weeks. I kind of like seeing these World Series cards in here. All those are from 67 and not 68. So, no. But again, these 68s aren't in too bad a shape. I mean, this checklist is marked. No Nolan Ryan rookie. I was hoping for one to be in here, but I didn't see one when I came through this earlier. So, and then here comes the 69s. I had a 69 set I ended up picking up from a guy, and I took it to Dallas, and I was like, well, let's just see if I can flip this. And so that was a one vintage set that I purchased and flipped. These aren't too bad right here. So, you know, I've got Willie Horton, McCovey, Pete Rose, and Gibson from the 69. So let's just slide those up, and then I'm going to set the camera back down. And there's some cards here that are loose that are probably a little bit better cards. I'm going to break this into two stacks just so that we're not fumbling them too much. So this is a set that I've considered building. This is the 54. Like I said, I have the 55 already. I already have the K-Line rookie. Although the sleeper in that set's going to be the Pete Rose rookie is going to be nasty or not Pete Rose, but Hank Aaron. It's going to be a really bad one to try to chase down. So a few of those in here. Again, their condition issues with these. I mean, this one's severely top cut, and some of these are sleeved, but still neat. I still like them, even though they've got the marks on them. I mean, they're just neat cards. I mean, they look pretty cool. The card looks a lot like the 55. I think they use a lot of the same images in 55. So if you follow this channel for a while, you saw that I picked up I know I'm drawing a blank on it now, from the Yankees. I picked up a card at a flea market that was autographed by the player, Hall of Famer. Oh my goodness. Wow, that card has some, looks like it might have been stuck in a binder or something. Look at that. It was like stuck to something. So again, we're going to see condition issues on these. I'm not saying that we hit the mother load. Look at this Joe Black cards have been cut down considerably. So I don't know. Again, that one looks like a lot of these have been in the scrapbook at one time. But if you just enjoy old baseball, it's pretty cool. Not sure why these were cut down, but it doesn't matter. So a lot of 54s. Here's the 55s. Have all these. I am going to go through my set and see if any of these, are going to be nicer than the ones that I have in my set. Obviously not that one, but I am going to flip these over and see if there's any high numbers in here real quick. Oh, that 159 is close. 159, 157, 153. I want to say they were in the 200s though. So I don't know how this 92 Nolan Ryan upper deck card got thrown here. Here's a nice card here. We got K-Line, 67 tops there. Nice Clemente, too bad it's off-centered. Got a second one there. It's very off-centered. It's miscut. These are some of the nice cards here. There's Rod Carew, Brooks Robinson, Bob Gibson, William Covey. I'm not sure who that is. Louis Tayet? You guys tell me in the comments. You guys like to make fun of it when I mess up. There's Yaz. There's Clemente. Happy to have that one. There's my Manals right here. So we got two of the play ball Manals. I have this set going and I have this set going, so it's kind of neat to be able to get these out of the way. Here's a nice William Covey. No William Covey. Oh my gosh. Willie Mays. Roger Maris, nice card. There's a nice Hank Aaron right there. Got two of them. Eddie Matthews. That one is a 155. That card is actually in rather nice shape. That one I definitely got to check against my set. 66 Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Clemente. Nice card there. A little better here, you know, so a lot better than what was in the binders. Lou Brock and Kurt Ford, Gaylord Perry, Brooks Robinson, Bob Gibson. Got another Pete Rose from 68. Another 68 K-Line. Johnny Bench, second year card, I believe. Just some more commons here from 68, but I mean these cards are nice. Some of them are really nice. So Tony Perez, Cepeda, Olivier, Frank Robertson, Brooke Robertson, and is that Hank Bauer? Is that who that is? I don't know who it is. Hank Bauer. So again, these are before my time, so I don't really know the vintage players. My dad knew them, but I did not. So Don Drysdale, nice card there. That was not okay. I thought that was Thurman Munson for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Got a Phil Necro, Don Sutton. But guys, this is the first half of this stack. Tony Martinez. So again, major condition issues here, but kind of need to get some cards like that for the cost of shipping. She actually shipped them to us, and she's like, I just want you guys to have them. So let me get the second half of this out right quick. I think some of the better cards were in that first stack right there. So more 68s. kind of wish I hadn't gotten rid of the 68 set. Man, that card is clean. And I mean gradable clean. A little off-centered, but man, it is clean. Look at that one. It's got a little touch in the corner, though. Tommy John, Joe Morgan's. Got a couple of them right there. Orlando again. Whitey Ford. Got a lot of this dude in here. So I wonder if it was one of their favorite players. I'm not sure. Willie Stargell. Not sure what year that card is, guys. I know it's like 2009 or 2005 in Heritage. Usually the Heritage they see over here, but it's not saying it. This unfortunately got trimmed pretty bad. I'm not real sure what was going on there. Some of the cards will probably just stay in a box. I'm not sure why Perry O'Brien's in here or this Don Ross card. There's a Yaz from 68. Take it. Bob Uecker. Too bad that one was scored. I mean, if that was, that'd be a nice card. Little condition issue. Got Sugar Ray Leonard. Larry Brown. Some more 69s, I think. Whitey Ford. Jerry Koosman. Too bad that wasn't the 68 version of Koosman, because there'd be a Ryan on the other side of it. Don Drysdale. Yeah, I'll have to check out these 68s a little bit closer, because there could be some high numbers in this. Figure if I ever start the 68 set again, I'll do that. Although I got rid of the Ryan already in the Johnny Bench, but there was one in here. So here's some older cards here. Is that 56 maybe? Oh, sorry, they're sticking together. So Jerry Saw. I can't remember, guys. 56, is that what that is? I think it's the year after, or is it 60? Who knows? Ray Boone. Mickey Stanley. I'd probably have him sign that card if I had another opportunity. Supposedly the cards have little condition issues, so you can get them signed and kind of brings them back out. So there's a 60 right there. So the other one was not. It's kind of some cool cards there. Guys, that is what we got. Nothing like stellar, you know, a couple Mantles in there, although they're the Deckle Edge cards from, I don't know, 67, 68, 69. I'm not real sure. But not a bad haul with the cards. So it was really a lot of fun to open this up and see what all was in there. We had no idea what we were running into, and obviously it wasn't something that was cherry picked from someone buying a collection from some Joe off of Marketplace or something. But anyways, guys, I am going to call it there. I hope you enjoy. Thanks.